My name is Ella Atkins, a fifth grade student at Walnut Hill International Leadership Academy. I am here to answer the question, what would Dr. King say to us today about hope for tomorrow? Desire accompanied by anticipation or expectation. That is how Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines hope. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. hoped for a better future than the one African American people faced at the time, one where all people would be treated equal. He said to carve a tunnel of hope through disappointments, such as segregation, discrimination, and violence. His hope was driven by action in order to lead towards his dream. He would remind us that hope is very powerful. In 1963, Dr. King showed us how important action is when he wrote his letter from a Birmingham jail. In his letter, Dr. King reminds us that we cannot just sit and wait for change to happen, but we must take action. He encouraged people to continue boycotting on the Montgomery buses. That's action. Sit-ins at segregated lunch counters. That's action. Marching across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. That's action. As a result, Dr. King was released from jail. The work of the civil rights movement continued, and many laws were eventually changed. Today, almost 60 years later, we continue to fight for civil rights for all people. We are fighting poverty, inequality, racism, and so much more. Many efforts and actions are being taken by voting, continuing to educate ourselves, and engaging in activism. But above all these actions, we cannot lose hope. That's where it all begins, just like Dr. King began with a dream. Today, he will remind us that hope is very powerful during these times. Without it, we would lose our will to fight for justice, lose our will to fight for change, and lose our will to fight for each other. Hope. It is the cornerstone. It is what we all need if we are going to accomplish anything. I leave you with these words from Dr. King. If you lose hope, you also lose the vitality that keeps life moving. You lose the courage to be, that quality that helps you go on in spite of all. Thank you.